Hello and welcome back. My name is Tenda Chemelu and you're now on the Entrepreneur Spotlight on the Weekend Show. Over the past few weeks, there has been an alarming rate of insecurity which increased exponentially in less than a week, causing the president to declare a national security emergency. From countless kidnappings, executions, to rumors of the government negotiating and paying ransoms to terrorists. Citizens are on the edge as it seems that just like every other sector, security has also been compromised. Now, in the midst of all these, anxiety levels have been at an all-time high, with little attention being paid to the psychological effects of being in a constant state of panic. Joining us on the spotlight today, we have two very renowned psychologists, Dr. Kimberly Boardman and Dr. Peters Obi of the Synapse Azalea. Good morning, Dr. Kim and Dr. Peters.
Hello, good morning, and thank you once again for having us.
Very glad to have you, Dr. Kim. Let's start with the, should I say, elephant in the room. Over the past few days, it's been back-to-back news of kidnappings, ransoms, executions, and it's just been overwhelming generally. So from a professional perspective, as a psychological doctor, how does the sense of insecurity affect the human being's mental health?
Okay, once again, thank you for having us. Now, this is a crucial conversation that we need to have, as what we are experiencing as a country is something we call a collective trauma. Now, due to the persistent sense of insecurity, whether it comes from economic hardships, kidnappings, conflict, or community violence, I would say one of the significant impact that this insecurity has caused is something that has to do with our mental well-being that has caused the majority of Nigerians to develop something we call anxiety, stress, post-traumatic stress disorder, which is also a type of anxiety, panic disorders, and it's as well affected their sleep. Most people feel that need that, okay, there isn't an uncertainty of the future for them. So because when people feel unsafe, the brain starts to, I would say, stays in a prolonged survival mode, which tends to increase the stress hormones that we have, and it can cause what you mentioned earlier, the anxiety, a chronic anxiety or panic disorder. Some people can go ahead and develop what we call a depressive symptom, which could lead to a clinical depression. Some may even have problems concentrating, which can lead to either an ADD, which is an attention deficit disorder, or HD, which is the hyperactive disorder, or even a combination of both of them, which is the ADHD, which is beginning to be more common in our country. Now, most people can feel a bit of irritability and emotional fatigue and what have you. So the insecurity doesn't just affect an individual's physical safety, it goes as well to affect one's emotional stability, decision making, relationships, and overall quality of life.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kim. I would like to direct my next question to Dr. Peters. I don't know if you can hear me, Dr. Peters. All right, back to you, Dr. Kim. The emergence of social media has been a very great impact on human lives over the past few decades. I mean, we practically have a device in your palm that feeds you all the latest news in real time as it happens. And this can be very overwhelming sometimes because we are humans and we've sort of grown dependent on our phones. So we can't really help the impact of back-to-back bad news looming around us all the time. So in what ways can we manage our mental health in terms of processing or filtering the kind of information we allow in our space? And generally, how can we manage the impact of bad news on social media? Dr. Kim, are you there? Dr. Kim, can you hear me? All right, I think we have some technical difficulties. I'll be waiting to see if we can get her back. We have Dr. Kimberly Boardman, clinical psychologist at Synapse Azalea, and Dr. Peters Obi, also a clinical psychologist at Synapse Azalea. So we're trying to talk about the effects of bad news and insecurity generally on our mental health and anxiety levels as humans. I'm hoping we have Dr. Kim back. Dr. Kim, can you hear me? All right, I will be wrapping up the Spotlight segment shortly. First of all, I'd like to say a very big congratulations to Dar Communications AIT on our 29th anniversary, almost 30, almost 3 decades strong. It's not been an easy feat at all. So be sure to follow us on all our social media channels at AIT Online, at Weekend Show, AIT Weekend Show on Instagram and YouTube to get recaps of all our previous episodes. I'm Tender Chimelu, your host. Be sure to follow yours truly at Tenderly on Instagram. See you next week. Be good and stay well.